Homegrown Radio. Real 92.3.
All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head,
West
man.
Coast.
We got one of the homegrown homies up in the house, man.
The number one homegrown homie.
Let them know G PERICO up in here, man.
What's happening, man?
Hey,
on,
look,
bro?
you gotta fight Kendrick for the number one homegrown homie.
Ah, man, I
I
never even heard Kendrick say that. That's you saying that.
Well, he was
Kendrick, the number one of all type of other shit. Let me get this.
He like, let me have this one at least. All right, so you got this project out right now. Guess what?
Guess what?
Dropped it. I told you off air, and I'm telling you now, man. Man, my shit, man. Play with it, man.
No.
I love that shit,
Shout out to
man.
Kayla.
Bruh, I said if I God forbid, if something happened to me and I go to the gates of heaven, I want that shit to play, dog. I love that
Play with it.
I love that hook,
Hey,
man. That shit is hard.
that's a great vibe right there.
Stay
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah. Say it again.
Stay dangerous.
Stay dangerous.
That's off of the. That's
Gotta stay dangerous.
So here it go, man.
Suckers can't hang.
Suckers can't hang.
So
Yeah, that was one of my favorite joints too.
Cypress.
So you throwing it out there for the people, man. But what's going on with G PERICO, man? 2018, bro.
2018 was we nearing towards the end of
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
2018, huh?
saying. Yeah.
2018 was a great year for me. As far as career wise, life wise, life ups and downs and everything. I'm still here. I ain't in no trouble, which is like, super great for me.
The last time we talked to you was just getting off of
Parole.
Parole, my bad. Yeah, you were just getting off. So it's like 2018, fast forward now, things are looking great for G PERICO,
Right.
man.
So this pretty much my longest time of even being out of jail since I jumped off the porch, 12, 13 years old.
Are you serious?
I just seen the Casanova. He just got off of his probation or parole or something like that in New York too. Is that like a different kind of feeling? Like you feel?
Hell yeah, it's a different kind of feeling. I in my life, I got off parole before and then caught a case like a month later. And then I got off probation before and went straight to jail like 2 weeks later.
Damn.
So like this right here, I just been operating like I'm still on parole but free. You know what I mean? So I stay out of trouble. But it's definitely a big relief.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't have to. I hate answering questions.
Right.
Like when it's like somebody that's acting as a superior or
Right,
whatnot.
right.
You know what I mean? I hate that shit. So, I don't got to go through that no more. I don't got to check in with nobody. It's great.
So how was your mentality different this go round from the other times? You said this is the longest time you've been out and not really been in trouble like that. So was there a mind switch, a difference for you?
I mean, a whole lifestyle change actually, and it took me. I had to sacrifice a lot even to get in a position that had this type of, as far as like getting into the music thing and just opening up doors in legit ways.
Right.
I had to sacrifice the fast life basically. Like it's way easier to do. Can we cuss?
Yeah,
We can't
yeah,
cuss.
yeah. Hell
It's
yeah.
way easier to do street shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's much more easier. Like, okay, I need some money. All right, well, I could go make 30, 40,000 right quick.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
As opposed to right now, like, it's a little different. Like,
Of course,
you know what I'm saying? But, once you build the momentum and build everything up, you get to the same rhythm. But yeah, it's looking at my partners coming through and fat shit.
Yeah.
Gee, what you doing? I'm in the studio rapping.
Yeah.
Or I'm making these designs. I'm writing this treatment. Nigga, fuck that shit. Nigga, come, because it is just difficult, man.
Do you think? I remember who was I think it was G Malone Glasses. He was saying that when you come from the streets, you just as addicted to the lifestyle as the fiends that be buying
Shit, yeah, bro. It's like it's hard. It's hard as fuck. It's like, you got to think about it. For somebody like me, that's all I wanted to do was just be a street guy. You know what I'm saying? Fast money, fast bitches, exciting, whatever I want. You know what I mean? And that was and I was fine with that. Like, having some money, living crazy, everybody talking about me, and then end up in jail, get out. You know what I mean? I was perfectly fine with that.
Is it a thrill when you beat a case? Is that like
hell yeah?
That's like because I always wondered that because the homie went
allegedly.
The homie got locked up and I never got a chance to ask him
I call it justice. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
not being the case when you get proven to be innocent, right? Because you are innocent.
Absolutely.
Right. Is it like an adrenaline rush?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It's definitely an adrenaline rush. You know what I mean? Thank the God. You know what I mean?
The guy
I was about to say the man upstairs, but Yeah, that's definitely a great thing, and that's pretty much like a highlight in a street dude's career. Like I beat the case, I'm still out here doing my thing. You know what I mean? I got justice.
So back to you wanting to be just a street guy. Was it just the stories associated with you that you liked, or was it the money? What was it?
It was So when I was growing up, I was growing up in a time where it was still like OGs like that was reputable and like respected and didn't really have smut on they like stand up dudes. Right. It's kind of hard these days. Like the streets didn't just like then evolved into some crazy shit. Where the world is evolving into some crazy shit. Like it's not really too many stand up people, but like I grew up around like real life legendary gangsters. You know what I'm saying? That like brung me when I was 12, 13, showed me how to do stuff. Yeah. So these was really like my father figures, you know what I'm saying? And I used to look at them, fast money, respected, living, doing whatever they want to do. So, I mean, that's what I wanted to be. It was right there on my face. And then I like eventually became that, you know what I mean? But I had this gift of just and to outside of music, just intelligence. Like everybody not smart.
Hell no, they not.
So anybody that's a successful gangster is smart. Cause it's not easy to do that, bro. It's not easy to have your homies listen to you and follow you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And just like the whole community respecting what you say. Yeah. Like this where we at. You know what I'm saying? That's not easy. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was blessed with that type of gift, especially somebody when you look at me, what you think? You don't think, that's what a lot of people used to run into me in the street like, damn, I thought you was big. You know what I mean? It's not an easy thing, but, I was blessed with that. And, I just went through the woes, I guess, like you say, like a dope fiend, kicking dope or crack.
Addicted to it.
Yeah, I went through that. Like late nights, I still be driving through the hood late night. Like, let me see what's going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, hell yeah. But I don't really go in the spots no more because that ain't my thing. You know what I mean? I don't make money in there, so there's no reason for me to be there. If I'm in a raid, they gonna put everything on me.
Exactly.
So even if my homies say no, it's not him. You know what I mean? Right. So.
But when you drive through, when you have those moments, it's just like, man, let me just touch back down. Is it a relief when you drive through and say, man, I used to be a part of this, or all right, things are still the way?
Hell yeah, it's a definite relief. Like it's like a smile on my face. It feel like a movie. Yeah. Because don't too many people survive and then get to transition into a whole nother life where they fucking with you in the new life too. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. You know what I mean?
When you go in, that's crazy. When you drive through, do you reminisce or do you do you be like, I'm glad that I don't got to do this shit no more?
I do both. It's like it's a good thing that I ain't here and I ain't gotta be here. And then just reminiscing, like, cause pretty much in my area, like every street, like up Broadway, I done had apartments damn near every apartment building on Broadway in my hood.
Crazy.
Every apartment building, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like reminiscing. And I still got my store over there. We just opened back up full time again. I got all that in order. And then I also come through to just see what's going on to, get my young homies. Like, I ain't even like tripping off the old cat because they old. They done did their thing. Like the youth, I come through to show them. Like the same way I used to see my big homies. Stand up dudes. They had work. They just robbed banks. They did this. And they used to come through fat, which made me want to be part of it even more. So now I got to come through fat. I slide through in my Benz, my BMW truck. You know what I'm saying?
We were just talking to Roddy Ricch about that.
Yeah, I asked him about that. No, I asked him why he flashed money. Yeah, like cause I don't necessarily agree with like flashing money and shit on.
I mean, but that's what young dudes like. So that's the part of what drove me to the streets. Like outside of the violence, well, it's a few different things. Like you know what I mean that bring me to that. So when I come through, I want to show them. I want to jump out, fly, and all the shit, and still be ghetto, but show that you ain't gotta do the elite. You don't gotta go through all the shit I do. You ain't gotta go to prison 2 times.
They're gonna look back and see what else you're doing. They're gonna see that you transition out of that lifestyle. Now got your own store. You doing music the legal way.
And they gonna want a store. They gonna want to do music. They gonna want to do other legit shit. They gonna want to stay out here. You know what I mean?
That's real stand up. I think that's one of the things I feel like needs to be kind of pumped into not necessarily the music, that too, but like people like yourself have to be that example for the youngsters, because they're gonna look at you and just emulate exactly what you're doing anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I copied all the best of the best of my big homies.
Right.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
Exactly. So if you're sitting there opening businesses, doing different things, stepping outside of your brand, which I mean we'll talk about in a second, different things that you're stepping outside and doing. That's something that they look at and they're like, oh, snap. And he's making money like this off of this? Because the story is you don't make money off of rap shit, right?
Right,
Yeah, that's true.
Which is true.
That's true, yeah.
But you're showing them that there's different ways that you can use your influence as a brand, as an entertainer, and get paid. So I think that's amazing that you actually make sure that that's getting pushed out to the forefront.
I like the fact that you don't run away from intellect, too. I mean, I told you that before, but I think
can't help
how
it.
smart were you though in school?
I was smart as shit.
Like,
but
what was
I was too
GPA
smart.
wise?
So my
GPA
problem was I was too smart for my own good.
So you was one of them smart ass.
So like I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. All right. So I was kind of like fucking up in school, right? Mm-hmm. And then my granddaddy picked me up, found out that I was, tearing up like 3rd, 4th grade.
Right.
But I already knew everything, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And my daughter like the same way right now. It's crazy. So they used to have me go to school on the weekends and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a period in my time where I wasn't in the hood on the weekends. I was at my granddaddy's house going to all these advanced classes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you were fucking up. They pulled you out to say,
I was
hey,
fucking up because I was just like ahead of the curve, I guess.
You wasn't being challenged in school.
Right.
Got you.
Right.
So they were like, you know what, let's put you in some, and it wasn't like, so it was literally like advanced classes they would put you in on the weekend.
Bro, I'm talking about I'm in 4th grade
doing
calculus and shit. Yeah, straight up.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I don't believe that.
Straight up.
I believe you're a smart motherfucker. I don't
Calculus in the 4th grade?
Yeah, look, no bullshit. At Dominguez College. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they used to take me there every week. I used to hate it though.
Get
and then
out
when
of here.
I got my action like, oh yeah, I ain't going over there no more. I'm back fucking up again. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So
it's people like you that I feel like they will want off the streets because you would turn your shit into an empire. You know what I'm saying? You send the motherfuckers to school, college. Like, hey, you go get a degree in chemistry.
Right.
I need you to go into botany, into botany.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Every spot I had, they used to be at the door.
Man, wait.
Sending SWAT, everything. My face probably still on the board. Like,
That's wild. That's wild.
When you go in the studio to make music, do you pull from the old life or do you
try
to
both? The current and the old.
Yeah.
The current and because
because the first shit when I first listened to you was like you could tell that shit was raw.
No, the first shit was right then at that time.
Right like you just stopped it.
That was right then at that time. That was right then at.
I'm in the middle of doing this shit.
Yeah,
I was on
go to the spot right after the studio session.
We was on 108th. And Broadway in the studio right there. Yeah. All the homies coming. We hanging deep. You know what I'm saying? This one niggas was like, man, I don't even trip off, do that. So I was like, kind of torn. Like, it was difficult. Like, damn, I could just fuck all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, the first shit was super raw. You know what I mean? And then that's when they took all my homies to the feds.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all them niggas, they all coming through. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting their energy and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what that was about. And, I still be trying to keep, that's why I stay close to it. You know what I mean? Because that's pretty much what it's all about for me. Like, it's not even an image. Like, it's just me. That's the best thing about me as an artist. Like, I don't really got to make up shit or nothing. Like, but yeah, I pull from the current shit and,
But I feel like you was probably, still fly even when you was doing that.
Yeah,
I don't see you. I see you, going out eating sushi and shit. And then
we was doing all that.
Got you kaku.
Yeah, going back to the spot after you eat the sushi.
Nah, we was doing all that. We was doing all that. I just didn't know how to say it in a musical way at the time to make it sound tight. You know what I mean? But yeah,
I got it now.
Yeah.
Now, how is it being a father and an artist now? That you were just speaking about your daughter a second ago, and you seeing different traits of you and her.
Man, my situation is super crazy. It's like, it's hard, man, because like my baby mama hate me, you know what I'm saying? So
when you say hate, like
how
she
strong
hates
is
you,
that?
like
hate, like try to just everything about me try to make me look bad.
Like even when you're doing well.
Yeah, even if I do send some, nigga, you don't send shit, nigga, you ain't been doing shit, I do it. Like every single thing is
It's
a
always
problem.
something.
So it's nothing but, so my whole situation is a problem. And then, but I love dealing with my daughter and everything. It's great. It's a blessing, but it's like, I'm in like a real cold, like the average person probably would have melted down and did something crazy by now, like dealing with the shit I deal with on that end. You know what I'm saying? But, I just talked to my daughter. She's straight. She's so much like me. Like I don't even really be worried about it because I know she gonna get it.
Relationship is fine. Like you guys are good.
At times, everybody like their mama more.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
True. Damn.
Everybody.
I like my mom way more than I like my dad.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Well, he wasn't around.
You know what the craziest part about that? Because me just having a son, I know that moment is coming. And I'm like trying to just soak in as much energy as I can, like right now, because it's like he doesn't know at this point.
He don't know the difference.
He don't know the difference. But I know it's gonna be a day where he just, hey, all right, my nigga, peace out.
Yeah,
like,
I'm fucking with mom.
Fucking with moms right now. So I'm always like interested in that, like how.
Nah, everybody like their mama more. That's like just history. You know what I'm saying? So
that's just history.
That hate. She used that.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
man.
brother. That shit is amazing, by the way. But for you, like, does she get a chance to? Well, does she listen to your music, or do you play the music when she's around?
Nah, because I'm like super explicit. You know what I'm saying? And then I already know, like, I don't really want to.
So you know that, because I mean, there's some people that's like, oh, I'm not a role model to these kids, and then but at the same time, you got a kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you obviously know that there's something they should listen to and not listen to. So that there's a clear difference, and she's not ready to hear your music right now.
Yeah, not at 7 years old.
At what point do you say, okay, this is daddy, let me go on and press play?
I mean, when she start, because she still don't understand everything yet. She's still like a kid. Gotcha. So when she get to when her mind come into as her being a person, as her being Egypt, and she understand what's what and what's not, then it's fine. But like right now,
you ain't never heard her like saying something that's been on the radio and you like,
oh yeah, she listen to everything on the radio. She dance or the whole nine. Yeah. So yeah, she know everything. But I just ain't about to.
Chuck is trying to rally support because he let his kid listen to Tupac.
And
Tupac is cool. Tupac straight.
See, Tupac is cool.
Tupac straight. But see, I'm more like Too Short, Sugar Free. I'm like the most ignorant.
Right. You don't want to.
Yeah, I'm like the most ignorant shit you could get.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We're not playing that just yet. You will play the hook of play with it.
Yeah.
Play with it. For you, we were talking about studio vibes too, like how important it is to have the right mood. We were talking about a second ago. Talk about the session that you and Jay Worthy had.
All right, so me and Jay Worthy.
Shout out to the G Worthy project.
Yeah, so when we did the group G Worthy, which is me, Cardo, and Jay Worthy. Right. Me and Cardo have been talking for months. You know what I mean? And
wait, how'd you link with Cardo?
That's a good question. I want to say Yams.
Oh, okay.
Yams plugged us. Yeah. Yams, Jay Worthy. It was all that circle though that brung us together. Yeah. So the day we did the project, it was on Santa Monica and La Brea. I forgot the name of the studio. You know what I mean? But so I walk in. Cardo got a big ass. This is my first time meeting him. Big ass smile. He cracking jokes. I'm cracking jokes. You know what I mean? It's great energy, and we did the project in one night. It was a 2-night session, 2-day session. We did it the first night. Everybody left rooms, house, came back the next day. We shot the cover, kicked it, and that was that. The only song that we had already was that Nigga Should Know. I Ain't Tripping. We did that song a few months before when we was just talking about doing it. Yeah. And then Cardo moves so fast. Yeah. He's an important producer out here. Yeah. So it's hard to get him in the. So we got him.
You like, man, we not letting this motherfucker go. Let's get it going.
No, it was him. Yeah. Like we doing this shit. So I think the reason why we finished it so quick, we called everybody, Polyester, Diamond Ortiz.
Shouts out, yeah.
A few other homies was there. Baron Davis stopped through. A lot of people stopped through, like in and out. You know what I mean? And my whole thing was when I get in the studio with artists, I want to show why I'm important too and necessary and valuable.
Right.
So how do you do that? You know what I mean? It's just like playing basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? all right, we finna knock some songs out. We finna, who got the tight hooks, who got the tight verses. So every time a beat was like, they got the pattern of the beat and the tempo, that's all I need. Okay.
Let me go. So
they don't even got to be finished.
Right. Damn.
What's up, Jay Worthy? What you got? You know what I mean?
Oh, so
and then,
friendly competition.
Right. It was a friendly competition. You know what I mean? And it turned into, and we joking and having a great time. So it wasn't like pressure of it's time for you to do your verse.
Right.
We having a good time. We talking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we knocked it out. We banged it out. And it turned into a dope ass, way better than people took it to it way better than I expected.
That shit surprised the fuck out of me.
Right. And then the crazy thing, we had the project for about a year before it came out.
What was the?
You was just sitting on it?
Fool's Gold. So we did it through Fool's Gold. And I guess they had to get some shit together or whatnot, and they had a lot going on. And
So the opposite of that. Let's say the vibe isn't right in the studio. How do you make it right? Do you just leave?
The vibe isn't right. Like it depends
right.
if it's something that I could fix.
Yeah.
Or if my attitude then shifted so much, I'll just jet. You know what I mean? But if it's something I fix, you gotta go.
Get out of here.
You know what I mean? Or you talking too much about bullshit? Bye.
So
don't come back.
You kick people out of the studio?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, go sit in the other room, my nigga. You know what I mean?
You fucking up my
and telling, hey, don't bring your boy over here no more. Or hey, don't bring them bitches over here no more.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? If it's something I could fix, we gonna fix it quick.
Immediately, yeah.
Because you know I ain't into just letting shit linger. Like that's the worst. Like I don't like being uncomfortable.
None of that.
I'd rather have just a quick uncomfortable situation,
right, and be done
for that little period and be done.
Yeah,
as opposed to just all like fuck, man.
Yeah.
Hey, my nigga, I ain't. Nah.
I ain't with all this shit.
Yeah.
Right
so whatever we gonna do, let's get out the way. Let me get back to living my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you knock out the Guess What project like that? Was it like
the Guess What? So the Guess What? See the Guess What project? I got like a.
I could imagine.
I already know because you ain't put shit out. I mean, well, you have been putting stuff out, but
I ain't really put out how I usually my whole shit. So the reason, well, let's talk about the Guess What first. All right, so Guess What? Guess what? I wanted to do a full project, but I got so many songs. It's like, this like kind of like the EP era.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I've been gaining so many different relationships from what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I got a different strategy now.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I need records for this. I need records for that to play here. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to drop just my full street project.
I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but talk about that because I think that's important. When artists strategize how they make music, they think, or they don't strategize. They just put records out.
They just be dropping
just
shit.
drop. And talk about how you kind of approach that when you say, I got to have records for this and I got to have records for that. What do you mean?
See, what people don't understand that just drop. Ain't nothing wrong with dropping. But if you pay attention, everybody that was successful at dropping, they built it up to a certain point.
And then
to where, all them drops would be successful. I know so many niggas just drop songs. Don't nobody listen to that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like you got to gain some type of leverage and momentum.
right.
And then you do your flood where you just take over. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you just wasting your time. So right now, it's just me building my leverage and just the audience to the right, the right level.
Right,
I could just go wild and do my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I know I need different records for different markets and shit because there's so many people that ain't never heard of PERICO.
Right.
You know what I mean? And sometimes it's cool to step out the box and do something a little different.
Do you care
to
about
bait
that?
people in?
About people not knowing you in certain markets? Like, I know some people that are great or okay with just being local celebrities. They just want to take over their hood,
See, my whole
neighborhood.
Trash, bro.
See, my thing is like I was a local celebrity without music.
Got you.
You know what
So
I mean?
for you, it's you've already succeeded at that.
Right, and then me being legit, being a local celebrity don't pay me.
Right,
Because I
right.
like to live a certain type of way. You know what I mean?
I know. I watch your Instagram.
Yeah, I like to live a certain type of way and still be in the ghetto with it. Like,
Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole point. Like,
Right.
When it's something wrong with a motherfucker, like, obtaining shit and then get to that certain point and then just get to looking down on everybody.
Right. Isolate
like,
themselves from
nah,
everything
nigga,
that
I'm
can
living
come up.
fat. I'm living good. It ain't no secret.
Right.
you know, Uncle Mike and shit. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Mike on the block doing like grimy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Right now, what's one of your goals as we approach the end of 2018 and go into 2019? What's one of the goals that you're looking at right now? Because I picked up off of one thing on the album, as far as making $1 million, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you're looking at? Like, yo, okay, I'm writing this down. I want to make sure we do this before the end of the year or within a year.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that a lot of goals that I got set. That's why I'm like, you know, operating a lot more strategic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know, without a plan, you can't really, you know, you're gonna get to a certain point and be scratching your head. So yeah, you know, I wanna be a solidified artist.
Gotcha.
Like right now, I feel like I haven't really like got to that point where
So
I'm like
solidified
set
is
in
right
stone.
here. Where are you at?
I'm like right in between. I'm like in the middle of in the middle.
So you in the middle of in the
Depending
middle.
on where the bottom is.
Yeah, I'm in the middle. So I'm about, you
that's
know,
true. I
I'm
gotta
about three quarters.
establish where the
I'm
bottom
about
is.
3/4 up. So the middle was half.
Okay.
Put another quarter. I would say I'm right there.
All right.
You know, and it's a lot of people right there.
Yeah.
But it's so if you're not at the
Top
position,
part. Right.
it don't matter.
Yeah.
Because you could just,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can go away and nobody would know or care or
Right.
whatever. Right, or whatever. I was like, oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like real close to it. But, you know, my goal is to be, you know, set in stone. You know what I mean? So I could have one of them long ass careers.
Right.
Like fucking Snoop, James
sure,
Brown,
man.
E40.
For sure.
Short. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing, to be around and to do other shit, because I got a gang of different qualities,
Yeah.
you know, I would say that I do that, you know, I haven't showed yet. You know what I mean?
I see you doing a lot of different stuff. Are you comfortable with trying multiple things now? Because most time I know you, like, I'm a fan of your core shit.
Right.
Are you comfortable when you do the other stuff? Or?
All right, so that's the thing. That's what I was just getting to. So, you know, sometimes you may have to step out the box. Like a lot of art, I done got the luxury and the, you know, chance to get around a lot of artists that's popping, a lot of big artists, and talk to them and shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them hated, you know, some of their hit songs and shit. You know what I mean? So I understand.
Songs.
Yeah, I understand. Like sometimes you got to step out the box in order to get to a next level. Like even if I'm just stepping out the box to just make more people aware of me that wouldn't normally listen to G PERICO.
Gotcha.
Or dumb it down for the ear that wouldn't understand it, and then they get into the other shit and be like, oh, okay, I get it, I understand it, I fucks with him.
Right,
you know, in the long way, I'm with him. You know what I mean? So that's just everything about life. Like when I made my transition into music, I was like super uncomfortable. I did everything that I didn't want to do. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy. I never knew that.
it's like,
So like you talking about when you first started making music?
yeah, when I first started making music and trying to be in the mix, like I didn't want to be, like I'm used to being an important street guy.
Right.
So now I'm coming to the bottom of the totem pole in this
humble
music
yourself.
shit.
Yeah.
Around a gang of asshole motherfuckers that I know I could do something to.
Right.
Or I could, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I gotta put that mask on and
gotta
deal
play
with
the
that.
game,
You know what I'm saying? I had to play the game, you know what I mean, in order to get position. And so, you know, I do the same thing with a song or two if I got to, if it's for the bigger cause. And the whole cause is not even money. You know what I mean? With me, because I'm gonna get money.
Right.
It's like being in a position to be able to keep providing and keep having shit and keep dropping shit, keep the people excited, and just have a long, you know, career. I feel like my shit ain't even started yet.
One of my favorite songs on the project was, I got 3. It's Play With It, obviously.
Play with it.
That's it.
More Power,
More power.
and I like All Nighter.
All-nighter.
All nighter.
Where-
About to pull a all nighter.
Now, what the fuck was the motivation behind that? Because that sound like
Which one? All nighter?
All Nighter.
Yeah.
All nighter was
That sound like you smile. That sound like a very interesting story.
all nighter was actually me reminiscing.
That
You know
sound
what I
like
mean?
it sound like the soundtrack of him riding down
Right,
the
yeah.
street, going, you know what I'm saying, going
All
through the
nighter
hood.
was actually me reminiscing. And I was in it. So P-Lo did the beat.
Yeah, shout
P-Lo
out to
came
P-Lo.
to the studio, did the beat and shit, right? And And for some reason, I was like just dumb dry that night in the studio. Like I just had it's just been like a lot of shit. Like, you know, as you go, like keep going levels. Cause my career haven't just like shot. You know how some motherfuckers come through and they just immediate sensation, right? But then go down. Like my shit is like on a constant incline. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm happy. That's great.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
A
it could
lot
be the
of
other way.
motherfuckers get
Right.
a lot of motherfuckers go down.
So
And a
that's
lot of
great.
motherfuckers get
So,
stagnant too.
You know, just with all different shit on my mind, I wasn't really good that night. You know what I mean? And I jumped in the Benz. You know what I mean? And I'm playing the beat and I'm sliding this late night. I'm through the hood. You know what I mean? And then just the whole concept and everything just came to me, just a scenario. And then I went in and did it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
It sounded like that. Like I literally I put that on because I'm on the radio until midnight every night. Right?
Yeah.
So I listen to that motherfucker on the way home.
Yeah.
Because it just
Gives you that vibe.
Yeah, it's just a vibe thing.
And that was my whole, I was rolling through, I'm looking at the spots we didn't have, and I'm like, damn, we should be in these motherfuckers all night till the morning. You know what I mean? Doing what we do.
Now, what other hats do you wear? Like we know obviously the business owner, you got the spot. So our spot on Broadway.
It's the store.
The store,
not a
excuse me.
spot.
I'm sorry. Let me
Yeah, we don't got spots no more.
The store on Broadway, so way out.
I got a smoke shop on Pico and Redondo
Word, I
too.
know
One stop
that.
smoke shop, yeah.
When'd you open that?
Shit, it been there. It's just like a soft, quiet launch. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Been
so I
right
didn't
there
know.
for
Okay, continue. What else?
for a year
What
or
else
two.
are you doing that people may not know about, or what other ventures are you getting into that people may not know about?
Juice bar.
Juice bar
Next to the shop on Pico.
That's open, or are you?
Nah,
Okay.
it's under construction.
Got you.
And really it's just so much, man. It's so much shit, man.
We were talking about something about voiceovers and cartoons.
So
Can you speak
yeah,
on that too?
I got a cartoon that I'm
Okay.
working on.
Like Trade the Truth.
Yeah, similar to that. I got
Gotcha,
a cartoon I'm working on. So it was brought to my attention by one of my partners that I should do it because you know, it'd be nice where we sit in the studio and maybe one of my partners that I grew up with come through and we just get to talking about old shit that we did. Cause you gotta, it's like 365 days in a year. Street dudes live fast.
Right.
It's like an episode, 2 or 3 episodes, maybe in one day. You know what I mean? So,
Crazy.
you know, we just be reminiscing about shit and shit I forgot. And it, my boy was like, "Why don't you do a cartoon telling these stories and shit?" So, it's in production mode right now. So it'll be out real soon. 10 episodes of that. You know what I mean? And basically just a storyline and just shit that happened. Like, you know what I mean?
Day in the life.
Yeah.
What's one thing that people don't expect from a G PERICO? We already kind of know that you smart. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers don't expect me to be smart.
They don't.
Doing calculus in 4th grade.
Yeah, but that was
I still don't believe that shit right now.
Yeah. I don't know none of that shit no more. I don't even know algebra really no more.
I always think that's bullshit. I'm sorry.
It's like pointless. Like in life, like
I don't think geometry is more pointless than algebra. Like, why do I need to know the diameter of a hexagon?
Well, think about
if
any
you're
of
gonna be
that.
an engineer or
Yeah,
some
I was
shit.
gonna say, it depends on what field that you're going in. I think it's specific to that. But just
Well, if I plan on selling drugs, I don't need to know none of that.
you're not selling drugs though.
I know. I'm just saying, let me live.
I'm trying to think. There was one. There's one other thing. Anyway, for you, what's your favorite song off the project? What do you feel
My
like?
favorite song off the project.
If you feel like there's people that's probably watching this or hearing this right now, listening to G PERICO, and they want to know.
I know.
What's the best? What would be if somebody's listening to your voice for the first time
I
right
got
now?
a different favorite one every
Hold on.
time.
If this is gonna be, what's gonna be the introduction track to who G PERICO is for somebody that's listening to you for the very first time? If they, because
I'll be with the gangsters.
I knew it was gonna be with the gangsters.
I'll
Why
be
you
with
know
the
that?
gangsters.
I just figured it out. Like I could just
Yeah, I'll be
it's
with
a
the
short,
gangsters.
It's a short EP. Like it's not like
Yeah,
it's,
I'll be with the gangsters and then all nighter and play with it. You know what I mean? That pretty much it.
So
and what you thinking? So like the EP pretty much like really
It's a whole
sum up
around
of
who you are.
like a little bit of me. You know what I mean?
I do gotta ask you this. We had India Love on the last podcast.
India Love.
Shouts out to India Love, right?
Happening.
And we, she's dabbling into music, right? And I was asking her, I was like, do you think it's important for an artist nowadays in this sphere of music? Is it important to actually drop albums? With the awareness that people have, you can drop songs and singles and visuals and all that,
Right.
and continue to stay visible and relevant in people's faces, right?
Right.
Like the Bad Babies, whoever. You can name, insert whoever at this point, right? Do you think it's important to drop albums nowadays?
I really think like as long as you dropping some content, that's what's most important because like an album, if it's not, I think an album if it's a concept album, that's dope.
Maybe,
like
yeah.
if you got a concept album and a whole like shit drew around it, you know, that'll be dope and it's necessary for the culture too. But like if it's just like a gang of songs and shit, like I don't think it's
My thing is an artist can survive nowadays without having to do an album.
A traditional album.
Traditional album.
Well, I mean, I understand what he's saying though. Like even what Kanye was doing, like with the Kids See Ghost, like or even with Kanye's album, like that. I felt like that was more of a concept.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like just some random songs.
True.
Like concept albums are dope because it's just a lot of shit that you could do around it. But like if you just dropping regular, you could drop a mixtape. It go all the same shit. Some Apple Music, Spotify,
Right.
or you could drop. It's niggas that's living off of 1-2 songs, like big.
I guess I get into when I hear people say, "Oh man, I'm getting ready for my debut project or my debut album." It's like, well, you already doing mixtapes and you dropping shit. So what's the setup for?
I think the album. Like you put like a lot more marketing dollars, a lot more promotion, radio. Just like it's just like a lot of people price go up when they drop albums as opposed to mixtapes too. You know what I mean?
What if the album don't do good though?
If the album don't do good, then shit, back to the drawing board. If you got action that going back to the drawing board, if people still want to hear you, because. Like the thing is now it's like being interesting to the people, building a brand. You know what I mean? The whole nine. So yeah, a lot of people don't get a second shot if we all like that.
If I ain't fucking with this one, I'm dancing.
Or if you just corny as fuck, just overly like, doing you know, it's
shit.
It's a rap.
All right, so I do have to ask you this as well, man. You know, MGK came at Eminem. Eminem dropped a project. MGK came.
Kamikaze was a concept album. I feel like
and I like the way he dropped that just out of nowhere. Like I think that was dope. Versus his other dope. Projects, he was kind of over. I feel like he was overthinking it. But anyway, do you feel like when it comes to rap in general, do motherfuckers have to respond back if somebody takes a shot at G PERICO right now? Do you have to respond back no matter who they are?
See, it all depends.
On what?
It all depends. So look, I'm gonna refer back to the street right now. So if I'm in the street, right, and it's like some peon ass nigga that I know that all I'm gonna do is whoop his ass or do something to him and he gonna go tell, or it's really no point. Like, I could just kind of just let him talk shit. Like, all right, nigga, whatever.
Just let him go.
Yeah, save yourself. You know what I'm saying? But now if it's like somebody that could possibly knock me off of my square and my, because you know, in the streets, music too, like just period life, your reputation is a lot. So whatever field you in. So if it's somebody that could fuck up your reputation, you gotta holler back.
Word.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Only reason why I say that, because if you would have said on paper MGK was gonna diss Eminem, like, all right, whatever. Yeah. He don't need to respond. Eminem don't need to respond. But when you hear that diss that MGK did to Eminem, it's like, ooh, it might have to respond to this.
Right. That shit was hard. I'm here for this Caucasian rap beef shit.
So yeah, I like it too.
Have you heard the diss track?
Yeah, I heard MGK shit.
Do you think M has to respond?
Didn't he say something on his album about him? Because I didn't.
He said something on the album.
So that was basically MGK response, right? Yeah. That was an MGK response.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like
now that response is out there though, everybody's talking about the response as if it was the shot towards M, as like, yo, M has to respond at this point.
I mean, I think it is dope for the sport. You know what I mean? If it go on for a minute, I doubt if anybody gonna get hurt or anything.
Yeah. See, you always talking about street shit. We're not talking about street shit. We're talking about just music.
But you know, that shit is like parallel. You know what I mean?
Cardi and Nicki.
Yeah, that shit is parallel. Like dealing with. a gang of urban motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But like I think it's dope for the culture just to keep it going, cause you know, I study old shit too. I pay attention to everything. Yeah. So every era, the old one. So I mean, that's pretty much like the essence of rap, right?
Yeah. Straight up.
Battle.
It is.
The battle, yeah.
I think we got a great year, man. 2018 was a really good year as far as a lot of music that dropped and just a lot of just shit that happened, like all in this year. You know what I'm saying?
No, hip hop was.
It was on. Kanye dropped 5 albums. The homie Nip dropped.
Did you like them albums?
I like
the Kanye albums. I like one song on that. I like the song with Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah.
All Mine. Yeah, that shit was hard.
Yeah, I did like Kanye shit. I did like Cudi shit, but I do want to say this.
I like Pusha shit.
Pusha shit was tight. It was cool.
I like the energy that was
surrounded around that. But the Kanye and Cudi shit was
you didn't like
no play.
I like the energy around it. I like the fact that you would have Kanye in the studio working on 7 beats for a particular artist. I like the idea of it. Now I don't think everything came out the way it should have been.
I mean, they did a great job at trolling and getting publicity around it.
For sure.
What the
said trolling?
For sure.
Yeah. Kanye, do you? Okay, so that's interesting. I'm glad you said that. The not the Trump shit, but more. Do you feel like you need antics to go along with music?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, you need some type of headline, because I was just telling Chuck Dizzle to cut through the noise. Like, even for me, like, it's like dope to even be able to cut through the noise. So you got to keep something up, because it's like over 100,000 registered artists. And like, these niggas make type music too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, Kanye, like, I guess he in a place on the top, you know what I mean, where he probably driving himself crazy, obviously, trying to figure out how to stay on the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he doing a gang of weirdo, dumb shit. You know what I mean?
It's interesting that you
like,
said
you're
that.
You making yourself look like, nigga, like a super weird ass, stupid ass nigga.
So
but
I take it you don't agree with.
But look, this the thing, like, this just like, you know, I ain't really no reporter or nothing. So my opinion, like, you know, I might end up working with the nigga or something.
You never know.
But I'm like, nigga, that shit was weird as fuck though. Just to keep it 100, like all the shit he was doing,
like the comments, just everything.
That shit was done. That shit was like.
But he cut through the noise.
Like, you like a grown man crying for help, like, you know, talking all this. Nigga, fuck all that. Nigga, I got niggas getting killed, shot, nigga, framed by the police, nigga. You talking about getting tummy tucks and shit. Nigga, nigga, we got real life shit going on, nigga. Hey, and you got the whole world going crazy, nigga, talking about you tummy tucks, nigga. Niggas growing up with crackhead moms and shit, nigga, and aunties and all that, nigga, man. Selling they daddy crack and shit like that, nigga, to survive. Like, nigga, you, oh, my belly, I had to, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh, shit.
That's a great point.
And then the music was like, wasn't even all that tight for Kanye. Like, I was excited to hear the shit. I listened, like, I like one song out of all this shit. Like, nigga,
I love that. I love that. I'm not the only one who be thinking like that, because I think that for the most part we gauge other people's problems based on our own life experience, and I be like, man, that ain't no fucking problem.
But a problem is a problem, though. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody deals with it their own way. And you can't gauge it off of somebody else's situation.
But like, you gotta pick a good way to troll, though. Like, nigga, come on, bro. You serious?
He said you talking about tummy tucks.
I ain't lie. At the end of the day, got everybody talking about it though.
Right? Yeah, that's the name of the game. Headline, get motherfuckers talking.
Unless we talking about mental health. Mental health is something that,
bro, we from the ghetto. Nobody got good mental health. Like, nigga, we think it's regular, nigga, that the homie just got killed, nigga.
Right.
And we still, nigga, doing what? Oh, whoopty whoop just got killed.
Word.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Let's go get some chicken.
We doing what we do. Or with the police just shot,
Damn, for
like,
real.
you know what I'm saying? Or, nigga, my auntie stole all my money and smoked it up. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? Just different. Or the police ran in the house, put guns in or they just jumped out on me like, nigga, whose mental health is like, nigga, my mental health not how it's supposed to be.
Would you ever go to therapy?
Probably not right now, because I still want to keep my edge. You know what I mean?
That should keep me different.
I still want to keep my edge. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody not meant to be perfect. You know what I'm saying?
At any given moment, we could just get at it.
Yeah, so yeah, I probably wouldn't. I you know, I know what
not for you
I know what
right
the
now.
cause of the problems is. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But like, yeah, nah,
You're
nah,
not ready
nah,
to be sedated.
nah, hell nah. I'm not ready.
No medication, none of that.
No,
Fuck all that.
You know what? What's crazy? I agree with what you're saying, because when you come from like the hood or urban environments, or however people want to classify it, where we come from, it's a certain mentality you automatically have in your mind,
Right.
And that can't be healthy.
Yeah.
Like I get when a cop get behind me,
yeah, me too.
or just
automatically.
my heart drop into my stomach. And I
Yeah.
can't even do shit.
Like,
And I
right.
got insurance.
All your right shit.
And this is like,
I'm paranoid every time I see the motherfuckers too. You know what I mean? And then it just got me to the point where I don't like nobody that seemed like an authority figure,
Right.
security or nothing.
Yeah.
Like you see how downstairs I was like, thank you, sir.
Right,
I was
right,
just
right,
clowning.
right,
But
right.
I never tell the police sir or please or thank you or
Yeah.
none of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially now that I pay taxes. Fuck you. What you stopping me for? Nigga, yeah.
how does
Y'all
that-
gotta take me all the way down.
So how does that transfer when it comes to music, or like when you're moving forward and let's say you get into a situation and you have a label exec or somebody else that's ahead of your career like that? That's somebody of an authoritative figure.
You know, that's when the chess moves kick in. You know what I mean?
Checkmate, motherfucker.
That's when the chess moves, because
gotta
all this shit is chess. Like
I gotta
I
go
could
up to
pop
this-
my top right here, I could wait.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I gotta go to this radio station, be nice to Chuck Dizzle today.
No, I gotta go be nice to this nigga head,
right, exactly.
nigga.
Don't plug your shit. Fuck you, nigga.
I didn't even do nothing. I'm the homie.
Yeah. He's the number one homegrown.
I'm the number one homegrown homie. Look, we've been going
Right,
back and
back when
forth
he still-
about this shit, like
Forever. He still
I
nigga.
can't confirm.
Nah, it is what it
these
is, man.
allegations. Now,
It's a wrap.
Recently, man. Obviously, Mac Miller just passed away.
Man.
Overdose situation. Do you feel like the conversation of drugs and hip hop, does that need to be talked about a little bit more, or how do you feel about the situation in itself?
Man, that's super deep. I feel like I mean, life is, how can I say this? Like it's just a difficult thing, like with addiction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I grew up around addiction, like addicts and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it might be something that you like to do. Like I like getting high, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people like put it off. Like getting high is what make motherfuckers depressed a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a difficult conversation because you know, some people like getting high. Like you know what I mean? So like what kind of conversation could we have? Like if I know you fucking up and
But you like it.
yeah, like bro, it's bad. Like man, I know, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. It been plenty of shit like where people was telling me I'm fucking up from whatever I'm doing. Like man, I know. And then when I spin off, nigga, I'm back to doing
back
my
in the
shit.
shit.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And it do get times where a motherfucker might be depressed, but it's like just having people to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't even necessarily only hip hop. It's the world. Like
Exactly.
it's just hard especially for a man. At that, like if you got problems, to just express them to another man that got problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then just like I watch so many motherfuckers just go on a downward spiral. Like, nigga, I used to get high as a motherfucker too. Ecstasy, you know, other things, you know what I'm saying? All that. But it was like fun though. We was partying, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, but I watched like people from around that time like continue it up and just damn. Like,
damn.
But at
fucked
some
up.
point, you realize like, okay, this
It's hard to ask for help, basically.
And that's, I guess, the bigger conversation I was trying to get to is that usually when this happens, the narrative is, oh man, reach out to your people. If something don't look right or something don't sound right, reach
Right.
out to you, which is in some cases absolutely true. I'm sure he had people that was around him that was reaching out and checking up on him. But like you said, to his point, if that's what he likes to do, then like where does the conversation, like you can't force somebody to do something that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
A, and then B, you have if he is reaching out to those people and having those conversations and not following up on that, it's like at that point, there's no fault. There's nobody to put the blame on. So I feel like that conversation is always going to continue to happen.
Right.
And it's.
I mean, it's been happening forever. It's just way more artists now, active artists that's in the public eye than ever before.
I think hip hop get most of the rap though.
So you notice
for sure.
It's been like hella people in rock music, alternative music.
Yeah, it's been happening for years, and it's gonna keep happening. But like, it's a sad thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what could you tell somebody that's doing what they like?
Yeah,
it's like a motherfucker
addicted.
can't tell me.
I'm addicted to junk food.
Yeah,
like I know it's bad
stop
for
eating
me.
them cupcakes, nigga. Your arteries is getting clogged up, nigga.
All that shit.
One side of your body gonna go dead from the street.
Don't wish that on me.
bad, right?
Yeah, I mean, nigga gonna be like, shit, I love cupcakes, nigga.
I do. I mean, I like cupcakes, but I love ice cream. I'm gonna have some ice cream today and Chinese food.
Ice cream and Chinese food.
Man, this
you mix that shit.
Wrong shit.
What you eat first though, the ice cream or the Chinese
Whatever.
Either whatever.
It don't matter which first.
Which go in first. It's
Or
all-
you switch.
My granddaddy
A
told me
little
that.
bit of ice cream, a little bit of this.
My granddaddy told me that. He
It
said
all go to the same place.
all go to the same
The
place.
toilet.
Oh man,
Come
on, dog.
On your I forgot what song it was. You talked about how you never had a job.
Never had a job. Ain't never had a get
What
it how I
song was that?
live. Brand new wheels. That's more power.
More power. There
Never
you go.
had a job, but I'm always eating. Get it how I live. Yeah.
Okay, so did you see the thing with the dude from the Cosby Show?
Jeffrey Owens.
I saw some shit on the internet. I didn't click on it.
Okay, so he basically was obviously on the Cosby Show, and he was getting clowned on social media and whatnot and on the internet because he had a job at Trader Joe's, like working regular job.
Yeah, you got to get money. Shit.
If for whatever reason, life don't work out for you,
Right.
do you go get a regular job?
I mean, life didn't work out for me a grip of times, but couldn't nobody tell.
Basically,
what I mean?
you're not gonna see him at Trader Joe's.
Do you go get a regular job, and would you look at that as shameful?
Nah, I wouldn't see for me, I just been blessed with the entrepreneurial spirit and the entrepreneurial mind frame, like to where I know, like, I don't know how much a job pays, minimum wage, but I know it's things that I could do that's not even illegal to make that amount of money. You know what I mean? But
hustle mentality.
for everybody don't think the same, and everybody not meant to think the same.
Right.
That's what make the world fun and
Right,
dope.
right. If
Like if
everybody was
everybody
the
was the
same,
same,
it'd be
this
whack.
shit'd be bullshit.
Right,
yeah.
So, if that's what he got to do to get by,
Yeah.
and he ain't no fucking bum begging, because they'll really be clowning if the nigga was on the side of the freeway asking for
Exactly.
change.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I mean? So, Trader Joe's, if
whatever
that's
you gotta
what it
do.
is,
Yeah.
I mean, that's your thing, bro. I'm not even gonna look down on a nigga that's asking for change. You know what I mean? We might crack some jokes and shit a little bit.
You mean somebody in general, or somebody like him, somebody
Just
that you
period.
see?
Yeah,
Just
in general, him, whoever, like, because
you don't know nobody's situation.
Man, bro, you don't know what the fuck life might throw you, and then everybody mental ain't the same.
Right.
So you said you did go through something and did nobody know. How did you?
Hell yeah, I done went flat broke, and old motherfuckers, 20, 30, you know what I'm saying, broke.
Now, do you avoid them when you owe them money, or you like, hey, I'm gonna get you back?
I didn't avoided people before, but like that's not really the good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Communication is the best shit. Like when you dealing with money, business,
Absolutely.
anything. You know what I'm saying?
Now, have you since paid them back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Everybody
done
look
paid
at
a
that
lot of
dude
people
like,
back.
motherfucker, you still
And
ain't
then-
paid me back, nigga.
And then some motherfuckers just be like, man, don't even trip. Like, let's just keep moving. But yeah, I'm in situations like where I didn't have no money.
Mentally, what do you do? Like, how do you handle that?
Well, mentally, like every time I didn't ever went broke or short, first thing I do is think about like my homies. Like I had a homie. All right, let me tell you this story. So I had a homie. Boom. I had just got out of prison. He just got out of prison too, but he had did like 12 years. I did 3. So he get out. Boom. I'm hustling a little sack. I give him some, but he can't sit still. I'm like, bro, be patient. Nigga, you was just sitting in jail.
Right.
Nigga, kick back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He goes out, he robs something. Boom. He back in jail 25 years.
Damn.
So when but it always been like that since I've been a kid. Oh, what happened to Whoop-de-Whoop? He went to jail for doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just caught on to shit early. So, I think about shit like that. Like, okay, I could do something like drastic. You know what I mean? But shit, if I'm free, I'm broke, but I could get some money. Like they ain't stopped making money, and it's money plays don't stop.
Right.
So I wouldn't do nothing just like something so
window,
reckless where my chances of going like, you know, you got to take chances, but where my chances is super high, where I'm not going to, you know, be able to see another free day, or I'm going to be gone for a long time. So I take that into account first.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Damn. And then I just sit back and just like, you know, when you a hustler, you got hustlers around you. Like, you're not just a motherfucker that get money and then you the only nigga. If you're the only nigga getting money, you're destined to be broke.
There's something wrong with that, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because who you gonna call for scenarios like that? So, you know, I do a lot of good shit with my partners anyway. So, you know, if it comes to that, I got a few phone calls, a few lifelines. You know what I mean?
Got in the pocket.
And then sometimes I probably don't even want to call them. Like, fuck, what I'm gonna do? You know what I mean? I need to say this lifeline. You know what I mean? So
hold on to it for as long as you can.
It's just the hustler spirit.
My dude, man. Hey, we can continue this conversation for like another 2 hours, man.
Bruh.
Nigga, guess what?
The EP is out right now. Guess what? We look forward to more and more shit. So you're gonna have some visuals to this.
When the next one?
Yeah, I got some more. So we dropped a.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah, but see, now I'm ready.
You ready for that shit?
You drop some shit, they be like, when the next one happens?
Now I got them lined up this time.
I got some next thing.
Yeah, we got a video for All Nighter came out yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I got a video for How You Want It.
Gotcha.
We shot that in Atlanta. Got the big butts running all around, you know what I'm saying?
And you doing something for Play With It, right?
Play With It. We shooting a video for that. Well, I'm pretty much doing a video. You know, I'm big on videos when I drop projects. So I'm doing a video for every song on a project. I'm just trying to run the campaign out and then drop the next shit and just, you know, keep elevating, keep talking my shit, keep doing what I do.
Man.
You know what I mean?
How you like the Right With It record?
Right With It? Oh, that's the shit. We shooting a video for that on the 22nd.
Okay, that's what I was looking for right there, man.
He's like, I got my copy point. Where I need to be.
That's the shit. Kalen, Chris O'Bannon.
Yeah.
Them niggas dope as fuck.
Blast.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dope ass niggas right now.
Too,
like Garen,
a lot of motherfuckers, man.
Shike, One Take J, Blueface. Man, it's a gang of niggas. T Swish, YC Creek. It's a gang of motherfuckers right now. And you know, the sound shifting, the power shifting, everything shifting right now. And you know, I'm gonna be right here with it. I'm gonna be right with it. Yeah.
Love it, man.
Yeah,
PERICO, man. Appreciate you coming on through, always fucking with us here at Homegrown.
The second Homegrown home.
Man. Here you go, man. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head, G PERICO, man.
Keep the camera running because I don't want him to do nothing to me.
We out.
All right. Peace.
About to pull a all-nighter, staying in the spot but the block on fire. Hot, looking out the window seeing cops. If they raid, nigga can't flush the Glock. Running risk, so I gotta stack rackies. Mismatch high-end, looking tacky. Throw the middle finger every time they pass me. They bustin' you, I turn this shit to attract me. Gone.